There are all sorts of myths about custody in Florida, and today we're going to debunk these myths. Hi, my name is Ana Augusto. I'm an experienced divorce and family law attorney here in Miami, Florida. One of the things that happens when there are myths about custody is that it can create misunderstandings that can affect the best interest of the children, which is at the end of the day what you're most concerned about. So let's talk about these myths so that you can understand and not have any misunderstandings. So myth number one is that shared custody is automatic in Florida. That's not the case. In fact, custody no longer applies because that's no longer the term used in Florida. Instead, we use parenting plan, and it has two parts. The first one is decision making, and then the second part is a time-sharing schedule, what we used to call visitation. Many parents have an agreement that may look similar to an equal time sharing, meaning 50-50. And you may be wondering to yourself, how is that? Is that the presumption? Is that what is required? Well, the courts don't have that as a presumption. And that means that the first thing that the courts do is look at what is in the best interest of your children. Then they need to analyze a long list of factors in order to determine if equal time sharing is the best for your children. So at the end of that analysis, maybe it will be time sharing that will be close to a 50-50, or maybe it will not be. We won't know until that analysis is carried out. Myth number two, and I hear this all the time, is that my child is going to be able to choose who they live with. Well, let me tell you, that's not a thing. The courts may be open to hear what is the preference of the child, but that is just one of the factors that they have to look at. And it's a long list because at the end of the day, the court is looking for what's best for your child. And let's remember, especially like a teenager, they may have a different take on what is best for them. They may actually be manipulating the parents because they want a different outcome. Maybe they think that one of the parents is more strict, so they want to live with the other one. Well, make sure that you set aside the differences that you have with your partner in order to make sure that the agreement is best for your child and not what the child wants. Myth number three is that sometimes parents want to have equal time sharing, exactly 50%, because they think that that avoids having to pay child support. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not correct. In Florida, we have child support guidelines, and that means that even if you have equal time sharing, there may still be child support to be paid. So think about child support separate from time sharing. Just because you have equal time sharing doesn't necessarily mean that there will be no child support. It's really hard to be a parent going through a divorce. There's this real fear about the idea that when you get home, your children are not going to be there. And it's a valid feeling. We get it. But I'm here to tell you too that your children are resilient. They need you to be there to love them and to make the right decisions for them. And creating that parenting plan that is in the best interest for your children is really important. We help people like you who are trying to come up with the best parenting plan for their children. And we're here to help you navigate this process. Pick up the phone and call us. We can help you create the parenting plan that best fits the needs of your family.